Yo, what's good, YouTube? I know you possibly heard of Infinity Ward banning over 50,000 players for cheating in Warzone, but somehow, cheaters are still slipping through the cracks and crevices, making their presence well known in Warzone. And I kinda backed away from playing Warzone because of the cheating I've experienced. But with the new recent update, I decided to pick up my controller again and say, you know what, let's play and see what happens, and hopefully I win, you dig? But the first game on for my week and a half hiatus, I encountered a hacker or aimbotter, and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, come on now. But check out this game clip. Now, the randoms I was playing with, they decided to hop in the car. So I say, you know what, I'm gonna hop in the car with them, I'm gonna be a team player. I'm not gonna try to be solo dolo, you dig what I'm saying? We hopped in the car, I called out a UAV, and then I pulled up the map to see if there were any enemy players around us. And 2 red dots did show up on the map, so we decided to go over there in that area and investigate, you feel me? But as soon as we got there, nothing happened, it was real quiet. So I posted up and said, you know what, let me get myself prepared just in case we get ambushed or something like that because the firing had stopped. But anyway, one teammate started running towards me and I'm like, why are you running towards me? You know, post up or something. So he went to the other side, posted up, and then I saw bullet fire going towards his direction. I couldn't tell who was shooting at him at first. So I just started blind firing until I started getting hit marks on the person. Then all of a sudden I immediately went down just fast. I didn't know what happened. And on top of that, I'm behind the rock. But I kind of eased over to try to revive myself, because I did buy self-revive. And then once I revived myself, in cover behind this rock. And as soon as I was about to put on the armor plates, I just went down immediately. I'm like, what happened? So thankfully, I did not skip the kill cam. I watched the kill cam, and he shot me right through the rocks, man. His gun locked right onto my body. And then I watched how he just knocked all my teammates out. And it's like his gun just pinpointed right on their heads or on their bodies. I'm like, man, come on. You know, is there any way to turn off crossplay? Because that's one reason why I don't like to play Warzone, because the enforced crossplay. So I did my research and looked all over the internet to figure out what I can do to turn off crossplay. And all these websites came up, and I went to the Activision website for Warzone, and they just simply said, turn off crossplay. But that's not what happens when you turn off crossplay. When you turn off crossplay, it says that crossplay has to be enabled for you to even play Warzone. So I know that's a lie. So I did a little bit more research, went over to Infinity Ward's Twitter and saw that post where they said they banned over 50,000 players for cheating and whatnot. And I went through the comment section just to read what people were talking about. And I stumbled upon one conversation where one player said, why can't we turn off crossplay like the PlayStation 4 players can? And I started thinking, like, does PlayStation really have the luxury of turning off crossplay for Warzone? Because everyone wants that luxury right now. But honestly, there's some truth and non-truth to this statement. And I'm going to get into that right now. So continue on with that conversation about the players that can we turn off crossplay like PlayStation 4 players can. Now, as you can see here, I do have the conversation pulled up, but I did block out their names for privacy reasons because maybe these users on Twitter don't want a light shine up on them like that and they don't want all the publicity. But anyway, there were many responses saying that we can turn it off, but we know in reality that is a lie. But one particular user said that we can turn off crossplay for the Xbox One, but it's hidden deeply in the privacy settings of our Xbox consoles. So I was like, maybe we can really turn off crossplay for consoles, specifically the Xbox. Now, I don't know about PlayStation 4, but I started reading through the conversation a little bit more. And the first user who started off the convo was like, you know, we need something better instead of going all the way into our privacy settings and turning it off like that. We need to be able to just disable it in the option settings for Modern Warfare. But reading through the comment section a little bit deeper, it was one PlayStation 4 user that said he could not find a game when he disabled crossplay. But I did stumble up on an old school gaming forum website called GameFAQs. And on there, some of the players mentioned that they were able to disable crossplay on day one of launch. But after that, they couldn't find any games. But another player contradicted that and said he was able to still turn off crossplay and still find matches. So, you know, PlayStation 4 players will have to confirm that. But anyway, I did try the method that the one user posted about turning off crossplay for the Xbox One console by going into my privacy settings and blocking. You can play with players outside of Xbox Live. And afterwards, I did try to start up a game of Warzone, and to my surprise, it did search for games. But unfortunately, I did not find any games in the search time. It looked like it would have been for ages, which brought me to this conclusion that there is not enough Xbox One players that are blocking you can play with players outside of Xbox Live, which brings me to this conclusion that if enough Xbox One players go into their privacy settings and block you can play with players outside of Xbox Live, then we will be able to find games without PC players, because this cheating is really getting out of hand right now. And even though they banned 50,000 people, they're still slipping through the cracks and crevices. So hopefully word gets out to what we can do about disabling crossplay because I really would love the easy option of disabling through Modern Warfare instead of going into my privacy settings. Well, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future content. Peace. I'm out.